India's independence in 1947 was a momentous occasion, a turning point in the history of the subcontinent. It marked the end of British colonial rule, a period that had lasted for nearly 2 centuries. However, it also brought the tragedy of partition, a division that caused immense suffering and loss. The Indian subcontinent was divided into India and Pakistan, creating new borders overnight. This division was based on religious lines, separating communities that had lived together for centuries. It led to widespread violence and displacement, with millions of people forced to leave their homes. This historical backdrop is crucial to understanding the hypothetical scenario of a separate Hindustan and South India, a concept that has intrigued many. India is a land of immense diversity, with a vast array of cultures, languages, and traditions. It has a rich tapestry of languages, religions, and cultures, each contributing to the nation's unique identity. This diversity is a source of strength and pride, celebrated through numerous festivals and traditions. However, it has also been a source of tensions and divisions, leading to conflicts and unrest at times. The southern states of India have their distinct history and cultural identity, rich in heritage and tradition. They have often felt marginalized by the north, leading to a sense of regional disparity. This feeling of marginalization has led to calls for greater autonomy, with some advocating for more regional power. In some cases, it has even led to calls for secession, with movements seeking complete independence. The idea of Hindustan and South India as separate nations is not new, having been discussed and debated for decades. It has been a topic of debate and discussion for many years, with various perspectives and opinions. Proponents of this idea argue that it would allow each region to develop according to its strengths and priorities, fostering growth and prosperity. They also argue that it would reduce regional tensions and promote stability, creating a more harmonious environment. However, opponents of this idea argue that it would weaken India strategically and economically, undermining its global standing. They also fear that it could lead to further divisions and conflicts, exacerbating existing issues. The historical context of India's independence and its cultural diversity provides a complex backdrop for understanding the hypothetical scenario of a separate Hindustan and South India, highlighting the intricacies involved. While the idea of separate nations might seem appealing to some, it is crucial to consider the potential consequences and challenges that such a division would bring, impacting millions of lives. It is essential to engage in thoughtful and nuanced discussions about the future of India, recognizing the interconnectedness of its diverse regions and the importance of preserving its unity while addressing the concerns of all its people, ensuring a balanced and inclusive approach. The political landscape of a divided India would be dramatically different, with each region charting its own unique course. Hindustan, encompassing the northern and central regions, would likely see a continuation of existing political structures, maintaining a sense of continuity. The dominant political parties would likely remain influential, shaping the nation's policies and guiding its future. South India, however, might experience a more significant shift, with new dynamics coming into play. New political parties representing regional interests and aspirations could emerge, bringing fresh perspectives and ideas. Governance in Hindustan might follow a centralized model, reflecting its historical governance style. This would reflect the historical and administrative practices of the region, ensuring stability and order. South India, with its history of strong regional identities, might opt for a more decentralized approach, valuing local governance. This could involve greater autonomy for states in areas like education, culture, and even economic policy, fostering regional development. The relationship between Hindustan and South India would be crucial, influencing regional stability. Would they cooperate as friendly neighbors, or would historical tensions resurface, leading to conflict? The division of resources, particularly water, could become a point of contention, requiring careful negotiation. The need for clear agreements and mechanisms for conflict resolution would be paramount, ensuring peace and cooperation. The political separation of Hindustan and South India would undoubtedly reshape the subcontinent's political landscape, creating new dynamics. It would lead to the emergence of two distinct political systems, each navigating its own path and challenges. The nature of their relationship, whether marked by cooperation or conflict, would significantly impact the future of both nations, shaping their destinies. The economic implications of dividing India are complex and multifaceted. Hindustan, with its larger landmass and population, possesses a diverse industrial base. Manufacturing, agriculture and services all contribute significantly to its economy. South India, on the other hand, has emerged as a hub for technology, software development and pharmaceuticals. Despite their distinct strengths, the two regions are economically interdependent. Hindustan relies on South India's technological prowess and skilled workforce. South India benefits from Hindustan's vast market and agricultural produce. This interdependence raises questions about how trade relations would evolve post-separation. Would they establish free trade agreements, or would protectionist measures hinder economic growth? The division of existing infrastructure like railways, ports and power grids would also need careful consideration. Equitable sharing of resources and infrastructure would be crucial to ensure the economic viability of both nations. Failure to address these issues could lead to economic instability and hinder growth. The economic consequences of separating Hindustan and South India are significant. While both regions possess unique economic strengths, their interdependence cannot be ignored. Navigating this complex economic reality would require careful planning, cooperation, and a commitment to mutual benefit. Section 4. Cultural identities, language, art, and regional pride. Culture is at the heart of the hypothetical divide between Hindustan and South India. Each region boasts a rich tapestry of languages, art forms, and traditions shaping their distinct identities. Hindustan, with its historical dominance, has often been seen as representing Indian culture on the global stage. However, South India's cultural contributions are equally significant. Language would be a defining aspect of this separation. Hindi, spoken predominantly in the north, and the Dravidian languages of the south, like Tamil, Telugu, Kannada, and Malayalam, would become symbols of national identity. This linguistic division could impact education policies, media consumption, and even interpersonal communication. The arts would likely flourish in both regions, with each expressing its cultural narratives through its unique lens. Literature, cinema, music, and dance would reflect the aspirations, anxieties, and historical experiences of each nation. This cultural outpouring could lead to a renewed sense of regional pride and identity. However, it is crucial to acknowledge the cultural exchange and syncretism that has historically characterized the Indian subcontinent. Separating these intertwined cultural identities could lead to a loss of shared heritage and a weakening of the cultural fabric that binds the region together. Section 5. Social fabric bridges and barriers. The social impact of dividing Hindustan and South India would be profound, affecting millions of lives. Families with roots in both regions might find themselves separated by national borders, creating emotional and logistical challenges. Interregional marriages, once common, could become more complex, requiring navigating new visa regulations and cultural sensitivities, potentially straining relationships. Migration patterns would likely shift dramatically, altering the demographic landscape. Currently, people from South India migrate to the north for education and employment opportunities, contributing to a diverse workforce. This flow could be disrupted, leading to brain drain from one region and labor shortages in another, impacting economic stability. New policies would be needed to manage migration and ensure the well-being of citizens residing outside their native regions, requiring careful planning and cooperation. Education systems, currently intertwined through national institutions like the IITs and IIMs, would need to adapt to the new reality. Would new institutions emerge to cater to each nation's needs? Or would existing ones be restructured? How would academic collaborations and student exchanges be affected? And what new opportunities might arise? These are crucial questions with far-reaching implications for the future generations of both nations, shaping their educational and professional landscapes. Dividing Hindustan and South India would undoubtedly have a profound impact on the social fabric of the subcontinent, altering traditions and community bonds. Addressing the needs of families divided by borders, managing migration flows, and ensuring equitable access to education and employment opportunities would be paramount to mitigating potential social tensions and fostering a sense of unity amidst the division, ensuring a harmonious future.